Good morning, Barrington High School. I'm Chase Shirts. Good morning, I'm Chase Shirts. Well, I'm Chase Shirts.
And I'm Kate Kibbe. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Kate, I can't believe that we're so close to winter break.
Same here, which means that this is the last episode of BHS-TV this year.
We'd like to take a moment to thank everyone for the amount of support we get from all of you. We cannot thank you enough.
Now, for the last time this year, let's roll that intro. Here at Barrington High School, we have many leaders and influential students.
Yes, we do. And after Finn Haight realized this, he decided to create a show that would recognize these influential students. So here's the first People of BHS.
Hello BHS, I'm Finn Haight. I'm here on the first official episode of People of BHS. Today I have Lily McHugh. She played the lead role in the play Diary of Anne Frank. Lily, it's great to have you on the show. So you were, obviously I said you were the lead role. What was that like? Auditioning and everything, that must have been quite the experience.
Yeah, auditioning for any show is nerve-wracking because you never know what the director wants for each specific character. So all you can do is prepare your material and show up and give your best and see what happens.
Wow. Obviously the subject matter of this play it's pretty dark. How did you guys do this so that it remained, I guess, respectful to the original subject?
Yeah, so we made sure to do a lot of research during the process of blocking and creating our show. One specific event is we took a field trip to the Holocaust Museum out in Skokie, and I think what's important when you're handling sensitive material such as this, you have to balance your extracurricular fun with your friends with remaining respectful to the show itself, and because these were real people, you're portraying their lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talked a little bit about doing research, but could you maybe go in more about how you got into the role of Anne Frank and how they did that?
Yeah, so I was supposed to be portraying Anne Frank when she's around 13 years old, and I'm 18, so there's an age discrepancy. And I think I specifically tried to channel my little sister, who is also 13, like Anne Frank was. She's really stubborn, she has a lot of opinions, just like Anne, and I thought that would be a great way for me to prepare for this role.
Yeah, and why do you think that the school chose to do this play now, or just at all? I don't know.
So every year for the fall play, I think we try to choose a show that's educational. So my first year was a Shakespeare play. Sophomore year it was a biopic kind of play about women who lived in Illinois. And I think this year specifically was our director's 4th year at this school, and she happens to be Jewish herself, so it's a topic that's near to her heart. And I think she felt it was an appropriate time to introduce this material to us.
Wow, well, thank you for that. This has been great. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Finn, and thank you, Lily, for sharing your experience during the play Anne Frank.
Next up, Riley Trapp is going to give us the scoop on sports with another edition of Barrington Sports Desk.
Good morning and welcome back to yet another edition of Barrington Sports Desk. As always, I'm your host, Riley Trapp. Today on the show, we'll see how some of our favorite sports teams played in their games, as well as preview some upcoming matchups. It's December 11th, and you're watching Barrington Sports Desk. First up is boys basketball. The Broncos beat Hoffman Estates this past Friday by a score of 52-45. The boys' next game is scheduled for this Friday, 7:30 at BHS against the Palatine Pirates, so go make sure to support the Broncos. Also, congratulations to Coach Brian Tucker on being a 2020 inductee into the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Next up is Phillies basketball, who beat Vernon Hills by a score of 49-36. Their next game is also this Friday at home, but it's at 6 o'clock, so make sure you go out and support both the boys and girls basketball teams. Next is boys swimming and diving, who's coming off their quad swimming and diving meet. They'll face the Cougars of Conant this Friday at 4:45. Also, congratulations to Broncos soccer players CJ Stibe and Brendan Lodel for each earning spots on the Chicago Tribune/Pioneer Press All-American team. CJ was named to the second team, as Brendan was also named as an honorable mention. Next up is the club hockey team, who's having a more than impressive season. Here to talk about it is senior captain Jack Jones. So what's been the key to your guys' early success?
Well, this year we actually have 16 rostered seniors, 2 of which are our goalies, and they've both been very stellar this year, and we owe a lot to them.
Who are you guys looking forward to playing down the stretch?
Well, our biggest rival is always Viter, so we play them this Saturday, so we're very excited, and you should all come out and watch.
Who are some players who don't get enough credit on your team?
Two guys I think we should mention are both Matthew Tillis and Matthew Marquis. Matthew Marquis is kind of a smaller kid, but he really puts in the work to get there.
Thanks to Jack Jones for coming, and back to the studio.
Thanks, Riley. Moving on, let's send it over to Dee Dee Brustis to get us in the know.
What's up, Barrington? I'm Dee Dee Brustis, and it's time to get you in the know. This year's multicultural show is Friday, March 13th. It is a great opportunity to showcase your culture in a variety of ways. If you would like to be a part of the show this year, please see Mrs. Hoxmeyer in W204 or Mrs. Moreras in W214 to get a form. This will provide the specific details and a link to fill out a proposal form to be in the show. Travel to Scandinavia, Oslo, Copenhagen, Stockholm, and Tallinn in 2021. RSVP to attend the information meeting December 11th at 7 p.m. in the GRC. See Mr. Mahevic for more details. Students who will be 18 by November 3rd, 2020 are eligible to register to vote now. You need 2 forms of ID and it only takes 3 minutes. See Mr. Wexler to register and do your civic duty. Latino Leadership Club is collecting toys and game donations for St. Alexius Hospital in Hoffman Estates. During this holiday season, we would like to bring joy and a smile to a child's face who may be facing a challenge. We would request that you donate a new small toy or board game to W111. We will be collecting the toys until December 17th. Home games for the boys basketball team are tomorrow for Frost Off and varsity. Our varsity game this Friday evening will be a whiteout for students. There will be a Chuck-a-Duck contest again this season at all the varsity games, available to all in attendance, as well as Spiritwear and Bulls and Celtics raffle tickets for sale. That's all for this week, Barrington. I'm Dee Dee Brustis, and now you're in the know.
That's all we have for today, Barrington. Thank you for tuning in.
Have a great rest of your semester, everyone, and good luck on finals.
See you next year, BHS.